Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Bevilacqua, the Vice President of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here for another great interview, one of our part of our interview series with Adam Karachi, who's one of the owners of Pest End Exterminating. Adam, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike. How are you?
Great. Thank you for joining us again today. Now, Adam, you have been involved with Pest End, I think, your whole life, correct?
Yeah, I always tell people I started when I was about 3 years old with the magnifying glass and the ants on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. And your family has been, how long have they owned Pest End Exterminating?
So we've been in business since 1977. So
Yeah.
we've been around for quite some time, and based off of the chamber and everything, I can tell you they were integral to our growth and gaining a good reputation and strong foothold in the Merrimack Valley and allowing us to grow as we have.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, your service is great. You know, we've used it ourselves in the chamber and myself personally. Why don't you tell everyone home? I mean, the word pest end exterminating should give it away, but why don't you tell everyone home the different types of services that you offer and who should be contacting you?
So the type of services that we offer are just all general pests. So ants, spiders, mice, rats, hornets, wasps, yellow jackets, pretty much any type of pest that you have, we can take care of and we can treat for. The same thing goes when you get into wildlife. So if you got skunks, raccoons, bats, those are things that we take care of. We do it humanely, mostly through exclusion. We don't really euthanize unless there's a thought of maybe rabies or something like that. But we try and save all the animals and either rehome them or just let them go back out into nature and seal up your house so they don't come back in. And then more recently, the hot button topic over the past couple of years has been about tick and mosquito control. So that's the other thing that we focus a lot on and keeping people safe and allowing them to enjoy their backyard a little better without having to do so much swatting.
Yeah, you're staying up to date with all the new threats to people's houses and families, and that's great. One thing that is big right now is obviously the coronavirus, and affects everyone. It affects everyone's health, everyone personally. But you're still making household calls during this time, correct?
That's correct. So we're still we've been deemed essential, so we've been working right along through, and we've made sure that we have all the masks and gloves and Tyvek suits and goggles that we need to ensure that not only our employees are safe, but also that the people that we're going to aren't going to be affected by us. So some of the stuff is obviously outside, so you don't have to worry about even coming in contact. But if we're coming into your house, we're social distancing. We're making sure that we can be as safe as possible during these times, and we've even started offering online or FaceTime or any of those virtual price quotes and inspections as well to try and limit the amount of interaction that we have with people, just again to keep everything as safe as possible.
No, it's great that you can continue doing that service during this time because the mice don't stop. The skunks don't stop. Those pests don't stop coming into your house or affecting your backyard. So it's great that you can still help treat that. So people, while they're stuck at home, aren't stuck at home with some unwanted guests. So that's great. How do people contact you if they want to learn more about your services? If they want to set up an appointment, how can they contact you in your company?
So they could always give us a call. Our phone number is 978-794-4321. They can visit our website, which is pestendinc.com. We have a Facebook page where they can find us and go through that way as well. So there's a couple of different options on how they can contact us. And we have a lot of people that are still here from 8 to 6 every Monday through Friday. And then we're also open on Saturdays to be able to answer any questions, even if someone's just not sure what they have. We do a lot of troubleshooting right over the phone to try and figure out what you might be having. And if we can't figure it out that way, we'll send someone out to take a look at no charge just to be able to figure out what you need done. And just to quickly hit back on what you brought up too about how the pests aren't sheltering in place, they're not social distancing, they don't care about any of that stuff. It's actually even gotten worse because the restaurants are all shut down or they're less, so there's less food in the dumpsters. People aren't walking on the streets and dropping the crumbs and things like that. So now you have these mice and rats who are comfortable in their area searching for new places to hide, and unfortunately they're finding houses more than they were previously.
Yeah, the food's not at the restaurants, it's still gonna be at the houses. So there's no need to leave right there. So that's important why you can still come out and take those calls. Now, is this as we transition from winter to summer, winter, summer, and spring to summer, what are some of the new things that you're seeing? What are the things that people should be aware of, in the months of May, June, July, and into August?
So especially right now, ticks are a very big deal. So you get your kids home more because they're not at school and they're playing out in the yard. Always check for ticks. Whether you have someone treat or not, it's always a good habit to check and make sure, even if they're not deep in the woods, if they walk right along a bush or a shrub, you can get a tick on you. Especially in our area, they carry diseases and it's something that, can be very serious. So you want to make sure you're staying on top of that. But then the other things you're looking for is ants. As we start to get this nice warm weather over the next couple of weeks, the ants are going to wake up. Termites, same thing, are going to be a problem. So just pay attention if you're starting to see things. One or two isn't an issue, but if you're finding 5 to 10 a day, okay, you have a nest somewhere and you really should have someone come and take a look to see what needs to be done.
Perfect. As you mentioned, you've been members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce for a while now. How has the Merrimack Valley Chamber assisted your business?
As I'd mentioned previously too, my parents started this and they were along with the chamber pretty much right from the beginning of when, they started the business. And it's just the relationships and the bonds that have been built through the chamber are, there's no way to even describe it properly. You don't make business contacts, you make friends. And that's the best thing that you can do in business is just have friends. And you know what, if they use you at some point, great. But it allows you to just become a part of that community, and get better involved and see how everything's going. And the Merrimack Valley Chamber is by far the best in doing that.
No, I appreciate that. And you're right. It's not about only just making business contacts, it's about making friends, someone that you can go to when you have a question, or someone that can maybe refer you to one of their friends and family members. It's about how many people you can add to your network. And there's, the Merrimack Valley Chamber aims to do that every single day. So I appreciate that. Last thing I want to ask you is, again, who should be contacting you? When should they be contacting you? And anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, so pretty much anybody. We do houses, we do businesses, we do everything across the board. So anybody that has any type of pest or wildlife issue, that's who should be contacting us. And if you're someone that, you want to stay on top of it, we do stuff preventatively too to help eliminate any problems or keep any problems out before they happen. So pretty much anyone who has concerns about pests or have seen anything, let us know, give us a call, send us an email, and that's something that we can work on. The last thing I want to mention is we do have a new service that we're going to start providing, and it's a sanitizing process for the coronavirus. So any businesses that are trying to open back up, we can come, we can put everything down. It will kill any possible COVID that's been on there, and then it continues working for up to 30 days. So it's a good system to have in place as these businesses are starting to open over the next couple of weeks and months, to help keep any concerns down. So if you have questions on that, you can always contact us and we'll talk about that further as well.
Perfect. And just give everyone at home the contact details at one more time.
Yeah, so our phone number is 978-794-4321. Our website is pestendinc.com. And then we have a Facebook page as well. Just search for Pest End Exterminators, and we're on there. There's always updates going on both of those, the website and the Facebook page. So anything you want to know, we're on there, and you can reach us in a multitude of ways going through those options.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate you. I know you're very busy during these times, so I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us today. Filling us in about what we should be aware of going into these summer months, how you can help people while they're stuck at home. They're not stuck at home with some unwanted guests as well. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.
Same to you, Mike.